Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It's me, Canisports, and I am a failure because I still haven't put up the shelves. I'm sorry. We had a few other things to deal with. We got our fridge yesterday. Yes, people, I can finally put stuff into the fridge and eat at home rather than spending so much money for eating outside. Finally, a fridge has arrived. For the fridge, let's hit that like button on this video, people. Let's get right into the Newcastle United Career Mode episode 40 as we look into a beautiful league table with Newcastle in at first position, Spurs on 58. And in terms of top scorers though, we are not up there and I don't like it. Sko is on 10. He's 8 goals away. 8. That is too much. Jadon Sancho, though, is the man with the most assists in the team. He has currently 9 assists to his name in the Premier League. And in the fan objectives, you can clearly see right now that he is 11 away from reaching Henry's records. Sancho's revenge, though, is finished against Manchester City. And some people pointed out that Manchester City's team in the Carabao Cup final was extremely tired. Around 20 to 30% stamina at the beginning of the game. I did not even realize that. That was probably the reason as to why that game was as easy as it was. The grand finale, we're still en route to pull it off. Youngster takeover, we're 12 away. It's just not going to happen. And the lockdown, I think I'm not going to be able to pull it off as well. But Magpie Wall has been finished. So 2 out of 6 fan objectives have been finished. Delofeo grabs himself the player of the month, which is interesting to see. But can we just talk about one team real quick? Pookie! Yes! I love that dude. He is an absolute legend. Gets an assist against Manchester City and scores against them as well. It is actually crazy how impressive Norwich are playing, and someone has pointed it out in the comments down below. Fatal Void has said, your thoughts on Norwich beating City? As a Liverpool fan, I'm extremely happy. Me too, mate. Me too. I love the fact that Liverpool are now 5 points ahead of Manchester City this early on into the season. I knew exactly that the injury of Laporte would change the City team completely, especially in the defense. Otamendi is always prone for errors against teams that put a lot of pressure onto the defensive line. He has shown it multiple times against Liverpool in the past, and he has done it once again against Norwich. He has given them chances and they have used them. And Teemu Pukki, man, 6 goals already in the Premier League right now. The man is on fire. It is unbelievable to see what kind of performances he can put up these days. But now, talking about performances, we got to jump in there against Bournemouth. We are starting off into the month of April, boys. We have played against Bayern Munich in the last episode. It was a tough game against Bournemouth. It's going to be the reserves team now stepping in and trying to get that victory because we want the first team to be ready for the big match against Bayern Munich once again. Talking about Bayern Munich, yesterday they played a 1-1 draw against Leipzig, while Dortmund have beaten impressive Bayer Leverkusen side. It was a very interesting game to see, and Dortmund are looking very good, people. They are looking very, very good. I'm excited to see how this season will run out in Germany. Hopefully there will be a proper title race between Dortmund, Bayern Munich, Leipzig, or maybe even Leverkusen. I don't know, but I just want to see a proper title race this season as Lookman gets the goal in the 82nd to get the victory against Bournemouth. None of the youth academy players are actually scoring, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll take the victory and we'll move on into the Champions League. Now, we've only won 1-0 against Bayern Munich in the first game, and that means we definitely have to step in there and try even harder at home. We are not allowed to concede any goals. Most importantly, going into this match in the Champions League, it is that we don't concede, and that is Dubravka, his main goal, along with John Stones and Tilo Kehrer. Let's jump in there and see what we can do against this Bayern side, who struggled at the weekend. By the way, in terms of the comments for the streaming room, I've read a lot of your comments, guys, and some people were suggesting to pick up like a small fridge for this room. I think I'm already using way too much electricity in this room. I don't want to get more stuff. It's actually mental. If I leave this stuff running throughout the day, I'll probably have to pay like 5,000 euros in terms of electricity fees. So I don't want that. I'm trying to be as managed as possible in terms of how I use all of my setup and how long I leave stuff turned on. Another fridge which runs the entire time, that would ruin everything in terms of my fees that I have to pay every single month. So let's not do that, but it was a great idea. I would have loved to have a fridge here just to pick up some drinks while I'm recording my videos. That would be sick. But I can also just walk around that corner, get into the kitchen and pick up myself another drink. But now let's focus on this game against Bayern Munich. PK is the captain for this team. That's the first time I actually see that. Also, in the comments down below, I've seen a couple of people discuss, oh my god, oh, Joelinton, great pass, Mbappe, what kind of finish is that? He was offside anyways, I believe. But I've seen a couple of comments talking about me not having to buy San Jose because you think that the forfeits should not affect the career modes. Lads, the forfeits like the one with San Jose, they're funny forfeits. It's not something that's gonna ruin my career mode. Yes! Come on! Beautiful pass. That was a ridiculous through ball into into Joelinton, but can I just be very honest right now? I actually did not plan on playing that pass. That just happened completely by accident. I just wanted to play it through into Jadon Sancho, but he just came up with a wonderful pass through into Joelinton, who then gets it past Manuel Neuer, who is not capable of saving that one. This team right here, Joelinton, Mbappe, Sko, these guys are ridiculous, man. I love him, and Sancho as well, of course. Also, by the way, your boy definitely has to get a fresh haircut and a new trim for the beard. This stuff is getting out of hand. Also, for all those people asking, I don't know if you have seen it anywhere on my channel, but for sure, FIFA 20, we're starting off with the Liverpool career mode, and especially with how good Liverpool are doing right now with the hype around them, it will be a great series to do for the beginning of FIFA 20. I think we might do one season at least. I don't know how long it will last because obviously that Liverpool team is ridiculous, and it could potentially mean that we don't have to play too many seasons to reach all of the objectives. But it is Joelinton once again. Bayern Munich falling apart early into this game in the Champions League. It is 2-0 already. I'm just thinking about, do I have any forfeits that I could use right now? I think we can sub in some of the youngsters. After the first half is finished, Richardson is coming in, Thomas is coming in, and if I have another one on the bench, I'll bring him on as well and try to get some goal contributions with those lads. Ooh, okay, maybe not. Maybe we're not making those substitutions because Bayern Munich are back into the game. Look at that. Niklas Süle scores the goal and they get one closer. Now the thing is, obviously away goals are incredibly important. If Bayern score one more, I'm gonna start getting scared because right now away goals are like the only way for them to somehow survive and get through into the next round. And Niklas Süle heads it in against Dubravka. The clean sheet is gone. Now we need to focus up once again, and maybe the youth academy players will not have the chance to play. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, Lewandowski is stopped by Dubravka. Very nice, but I am kind of worried about how this game is going. We started off so well, and now all of a sudden, the defense seems to be falling apart. Yes, well done, mate. Well done, mate. Beautiful. Rojas. Sko. Hayden, one of the most consistent players, and sadly he doesn't put it in. I've seen a comment actually mentioning that Hayden should be the player of the career mode because he has been there throughout every single season, one of the most consistent players in our team and never really disappointed. Defensively, he might actually be the best, I have to admit. Defensively, he is the one that was the most consistent one, has always been in the right positions for us as Joelinton tries to get his hat-trick done. Hayden definitely up there on the list of best player of this career mode. Yes, beautiful done. Oh, there we go. Hayden. Come on, Mbappe. Sko into Mbappe. Mbappe through into Jadon. Jadon on his left foot smashes it into the top right corner. The counter attack to begin the second half with finally makes sure that we do go through into the next round, because at this stage Bayern Munich would need 3 more away goals in order to get through into the next round. And for me personally, that just seems a little bit too impossible. Even though the sliders are put in a way where it's going to be incredibly tough for them, for me to defend, it is still not a thing that I believe in. I think my defensive strats at the moment are good enough, and because of that, it is time for the youth academy to shine. So Richardson is going to come in. Andy Carroll is going to come in because I still have to play him at least 10 games this season. And then we have Thomas coming in down the right hand side with lower stamina than the player that is already in the starting 11. Sick. Rojas. Richardson. He's still up against the defender. Yes, Richardson goes through, stops, plays it. Rojas, yes! Come on! 4 out of 15. I know it's probably a little bit too late, but 4 out of 15. Richardson gets himself the assist. The dribbling right there was good enough against the captain PK, and then Rojas just slots it in. Rojas has been on fire, man. He has definitely made sure that we are not missing Palacios. He has been just as good with his left foot as Palacios has been with his right foot. Rojas, great player for our team. It is another goal for him in the Champions League. 3 goals already. Very nice. Oh no, that is actually going to be a goal, isn't it? Yep, it is a goal. Very nice finish right there from, I believe that might be Goretzka. Very good goal. Did not expect that one to happen, to be fair. That was beautiful passing play. Eriksen, unbelievable pass in behind the defense, and then the finish is just very tight. Very well done. Oh, actually, it's Perisic, of course. Perisic, my favorite Ultimate Team player alongside Davies from my bench. These guys are absolute monsters, and Perisic in that position will just not miss. 4-2. Jadon Sancho plays it through. Thomas now. Thomas, come on, bring that ball into Sancho. Well done. Sancho! What? Sancho, brother, why don't you use your left foot? Why are you using your right foot? Why is he taking that shot? Tell me. Well done as we push through with Rojas. Rojas now into Richardson. Richardson with a little bit of space. Play it back into Rojas. Rojas back into Richardson. We're now looking for the opening in the defense. Richardson. I wanted to go for it with himself, actually. I was originally planning on passing it over to someone, but I couldn't find anyone in that position, or at least I wasn't able to see anyone. Hold on. Maybe one more chance. No, the referee blows the whistle as Newcastle move into the next round of the Champions League. The biggest title still on the line. Still haven't managed to get this one yet with Newcastle, and maybe this season is the one where we can pull it off. The ultimate goal, or otherwise we will definitely have to do a forfeit, and that is something that we don't want to do. Sancho, very well played, apart from that one position, and very happy for Richardson to get his assist in this game as well. Well done, mate. So now, lads, the team is a bit tired. The reserves team seems a bit tired as well, but they will have to step it up against Brighton in this case, because it is April the 17th as we go into this game against them. They have lost against Manchester United, lost against Arsenal, but won against Nottingham Forest. We should be scared, right? But the thing is, in this reserves team, Thomas is on very low stamina, so I'm not really expecting him to pull anything off, but it would be very nice to see one of the youngsters score or getting assists. But Lookman has already missed a penalty, which is kind of worrying. You would think that someone else would take penalties in this team. Sko comes in for Thomas and gets it done. He's like, kid, just go to the sidelines, let me do this, and he does it. Sko gets the victory for his team once again. Very impressive. In simulations, Sko does not disappoint. There are a few people in this team that just don't do that, and Sko is definitely one of them. Saint-Maximin usually seems to be one of them as well, but this time he can't pull it off. Here's the deal, boys. Normally I would be playing the game against Chelsea, but we have the game against Manchester United in the semi-finals coming up, and that is more important. It is the FA Cup, and then right after that, our next opponent is gonna be Cristiano Ronaldo alongside Juventus in the semi-finals of the Champions League. So a lot of impressive football is awaiting us. We have 8 messages for whatever reason. We have 8 of them. I don't like seeing 8 messages right here, so let's get rid of all of these. Ceballos is not happy with his role at the club. Mate, FIFA 20 is around the corner. Stop talking. Let's jump in there against Chelsea as well with the reserves team and hope to see them get another decent result. If we lose, if we win, it doesn't matter at this point, because the Premier League, pretty much, we are set up very nicely. We are only chasing down objectives at this stage. So Maximin gets a goal. Hopefully it was an assist from Richardson or Thomas. And then Lookman misses another penalty. Back-to-back games with missed penalties. And Chelsea are leading at this point. It is 2-1. And it looks like we're not going to be able to bring this back. Or maybe Saint-Maximin can pull it off once again. I told you, he is great in simulations. It is a 2-2 draw against Chelsea. And we will move on from this game with a lot of good things taken out of it. But for now, it is time for a big match against Manchester United with Newcastle. The first team is fully ready. I would like to see that. Very nice. Even though Hernandez played for the reserves team only a couple of days ago, he seems to have a very good stamina, and it is time for a big game right now to get us into the finals of the FA Cup. Manchester United against Newcastle. Can we actually pick up all these trophies that were possible for us this season? That is the question that we will answer right now. But let's jump in there against Manchester United and see how they are doing. So far in the FA Cup, none of their players are in the top 8 for the top scorers, and none of ours as well. And here it is, United heading against United basically. Let's see which United is the real one. Right now, we are the team at the top of the league table. We should be the favourites going into this game, but generally, we need to get some goals in, and we need to get some good performances from these youngsters. Hayden, let's try it, mate. Against... Oh, wow. I thought we just scored there with Hayden. Decent long shots. Trying to get it past De Gea. Nathan Ake and the defenders not able to get to it. Pretty close. Good start into the game. Let's go now up against Fred. Fred cannot keep up with the pace of this ridiculous Danish beast, or was it Norwegian? I'm sorry, I might have forgotten, lads. Joelinton, great turn. Joelinton still going. Mbappe, offside. I think it was offside. Yeah, it was offside. Unlucky. I thought we just scored a very nice goal with Mbappe, but we didn't. Joelinton, bang. Yes! I'm sorry, I was talking to my editor right there for a second, but we just scored a beautiful goal with Joelinton, banging it off the crossbar. Well done, mate. Joe, yes, come on. Somehow that went through. Mbappe, great run. Mbappe is going to go through. Bang! Oh, I thought we had it. Hayden gets another chance at a long shot. He takes it, but Nathan Ake is there to head it away in the end. Ooh, we just gave away a free kick in a dangerous position for Manchester United. The question is, who is a good free kick taker in the squad? Who is the one? It is Pereira. He's very much capable of pulling off something special right here. So let's be very careful. They do play it short. They take... Wow, okay, well... United is back into the game right at the beginning of the second half. It is Manchester United coming in with Anthony Martial. Beautiful goal. He is what Mbappe has become. No, he was supposed to be what Mbappe has become. There we go. That's the way around. And Martial, very nice goal. Wow, that was such a powerful shot. So low, but still not even touching the ground. Take a look at that. That is ridiculous. Wow. All right. Manchester United is back. Let's see. Let's fight this out. Go, Joelinton. Yes, Joe. Joelinton. Yes. Oh my lord. How did he pull that off? Joelinton, unbelievable goal against Manchester United. I saw the defender just ever so slightly getting closer and closer to Joelinton and deciding to go in for the tackle, and that's what I did, that skill move. Let's take a look at that. Pereira and then Joelinton with one of the nicest and smoothest of finishes. Take a look at this. It's just a toe poke in the air and he gets it past De Gea. Wow, Joelinton. Madness. And we were thinking about selling this guy at some point. He was not performing for us, and now ever since he has been dropped into the cam position, my god, is he good. Oh, what a ball. Come on now, Mbappe. Mbappe, I need all of your pace. All of your pace and all of your accuracy. Sancho! 3-1! FA Cup madness as we go through against the likes of Manchester United. Jadon Sancho laying on the floor and enjoying his time off while he's celebrating at the moment. Jadon, beautiful finish on his left foot. I actually thought he would use his right, but he didn't. Very nice one. Let's take a look at that calm and composed finish. One of the main issues with Jadon Sancho is his composure though. So the fact that he did that well in that position, the first touch, the finish, I'm very impressed. Alright, 61st minute boys. It is time for the changes that we usually make. It is time for Richardson. Price is going to come on this time around instead of our main man, Thomas. Price is a left footer, so let's put him onto the left hand side. Sancho goes to the right, and Andy Carroll once again gets his chance over Mbappe again. Price, well done. Still going down the wings. Price, still going. Strong. Good movement. Andy, yes! Price gets the assist, the first time he has done something, and Andy Carroll gets himself another goal. Andy freaking Carroll, who would have thought that this guy can pull it off? Beautiful, yes! Come on, 4-1 against Manchester United, 4-2 against Bayern Munich. We do concede a few too many goals for my liking, but there is a deflection. That's why that went in. Interesting. So originally, that shot probably wouldn't have gone in, but De Gea got distracted by that deflection, and we are allowed to celebrate one more time with Andy Carroll and the boys. Nice stuff right there. Youth Academy player getting himself an assist, which means we're now on 5 out of 15. Can we somehow pull this miracle off and get away from San Jose for the FIFA 20 Liverpool career mode? That is the question that we have to ask ourselves at this stage. Oh, John Stones just got a red card, boys. I just put in a little bit too much force. That is definitely my mistake. I should have realized that that was John Stones. Unlucky. Oh no, we can definitely feel one centre-back missing. We can definitely feel it. Good shot from United. They do get a corner, and that is going to be the last thing that they get in this game. Dubravka grabs it, and the referee blows the whistle as Newcastle United prove that they're the better United at this stage of this career. And of course, we go through into the FA Cup final, thanks to Andy Carroll coming up with a beautiful finish after a good assist from Price. For the first time, the Youth Academy talent has gotten a goal contribution in his career for our team, and I believe it was his debut as well, so very nice to see a young talent come through and do well for the squad. So our potential opponent, or opponents I should say, are going to be Liverpool or Arsenal in the final. I'm looking forward to hopefully Liverpool. That would be pretty nice to see, but Juventus is our opponent in the Champions League semi-final, and the first team is more than tired, so we will have to come up with a mix of the first team slash the second team to make sure that we put up a good squad going into the game against Juventus, which is obviously a massive match for us. We want that Champions League title. It's the away game. If we can score away from home, that's going to be incredible for our squad in terms of the second leg. Hopefully we can get that done. Overall, let's just take a quick look into the performances of all the players. Dubravka has already played 62 games. My God, that is a lot of games. Joelinton now, the top scorer in the team, 25 goals and 7 assists in 44 games. Very nice to see him performing that well this season. At some point we wanted to sell him. We were not happy with this guy. We even gave him a downgrade, but now he is definitely proving how good he is. Sko, unbelievable. Unbelievable. 23 goals, 15 assists. Ridiculous performance from him overall. Very, very good player. Jadon Sancho still remaining on 9 assists. It looks like I won't be able to get that done, beating Henry's record. So, oh my God, I will have to drink a biscuit mix drink of 5 ingredients. Oh God, that is going to be terrible. Saint-Maximin right here, boys. 86 rated. He's the 4th best player in our team, and he's not even playing in the starting lineup. Lookman, same with him. And then we have Mbappe, 16 games, 16 goal contributions. Unbelievable player ever since he has joined into the team, especially in the Champions League. He's been ripping it apart, but then also in the Premier League, within 4 games, he has gotten himself 5 goal contributions. Who knows how this season would have gone if we had Mbappe from the beginning. That would have been quite interesting to see. And then our right back has He's in like the top 8. That is pretty impressive for a right back to have some of the most goals in the team. Very nice to see. But then in terms of assists, Sko is number 1, Sancho number 2, Mbappe with only 16 games played is already number 3 on this list, which shows that there is a lot of potential for assists in this team, but some of our players are just not getting it done the same way Mbappe is. But next episode, guys, we're going to go through the semi-final of the Champions League. Hopefully we can make it through to the end, and then we will have one more episode after that one, which will be the season finale. 2 more episodes of the Newcastle Career Mode remaining, and hopefully you guys will be here to watch them. I know FIFA 20 content is all over your subscription feed, but it would be much appreciated if you can go ahead and still support this one, because in the background I am working on a lot of FIFA 20 based content. So let's do this, man. I am freaking excited. Hopefully it will be an amazing year of FIFA 20. I'm expecting a lot from it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day. Take care. See you next time. Peace.